Welcome to the Deadset Show.
Here we are, Deadset Show.
I'm your host, Duffy's, and
Jax.
Yeah.
We try to sort out some shit that other people don't really sort out these days.
yes.
Couple of quick things. Shout outs to Copacabana sellers.
Thank you. Drink responsibly.
Drink responsibly. Thank you.
Jesus did, you bastard. Oh, that's another coin for the jar.
Yeah, there you go. Duffy's is a swear jar now. Another shout out to Grok AI companion app.
Yes.
And shout out to our top viewer, Davey.
Yeah.
Quick disclaimer. The views and opinions of the host of the show and the commenters not directly represent the views and opinions of the Deadset Show itself. We will be drinking on podcast, alcohol consumption, obviously drink responsibly, and we will be cursing. This content is not for children.
I am trying my best not to curse, and this is the swear jar. It's got $4 in it. I've cursed, I've cursed 4 times in the last in this episode and the last.
We're getting up there.
Trying to get better.
Yeah, so because Duffy's is a conservative Christian, for every $100 that we get up to, we're going to donate that to something that absolutely just fucking grinds his gears. Like, I don't know, we'll donate it to Kamala Harris's fucking skincare routine, or like
Gwyneth Paltrow's like vagina candles or something.
Yeah. It can be like, you know, Joe Biden's fucking stem cell brain recovery.
Yeah. That'd be helpful.
That'd go tops. Look, he might be okay if he was all there. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
like if he wasn't just literally a mindless fucking puppet on strings, maybe he had some sense. I mean, people believed him at some point.
Yeah.
So we've obviously got an announcement to make. We've made a huge upgrade and leap so far as to this week. Don't know if you're aware. We clearly have way better quality imagery.
Better camera for you guys. So
yeah, we have a new main camera. Thank you to Cam at the camera house at Erina.
Wait, his name is Cam.
Cam.
And he works in a camera place.
Yeah.
There is no better place for a man called Cam to
perfect.
be.
Yeah. You are an absolute legend. Thank you. Sorting out. Top-notch bloke. Took like literally hours of the time there. Consider like there was nobody else in there to serve, so it was like he was helping. He took hours to make sure that he knew everything about anything I was asking about.
Wow.
Like he basically was like, okay, if I don't know, I'm going to print out 6-page copies, staple them together, and ask you to wait 10 minutes while I read through them and compare them. Like, you are a
top-notch customer,
champion.
top-notch customer service. Yeah.
Yeah, no, absolute legend.
You don't get that much often these days, man.
No, you don't.
The customer service is.
Yeah, no, it was really. I will be anything that I could possibly purchase from that store from him. I will be doing so from now on.
Awesome. Yeah, support your local business, eh?
Yeah, no, he's awesome. And we have, I don't know if you can tell, but we don't have boom mics anymore.
Yeah, we've got like some room.
We've upgraded in mics.
Actually, Davey, we need a favour.
We know our star viewers here.
Yeah.
How is it?
How is it? If our audio needs any bit of adjusting, let us know. If it seems like it's clipping, or if I'm being too loud, please let us know of whatever the case is. We just want to make sure that this is good enough quality for you guys, so that we can get some good content out, good quality content out, and
But yeah, this is obviously a lot freer use. We can hang about, chill. I can fucking punch the air when I'm fucking pissed off about something that we watch.
Oh, hello, hello.
Yeah, that's a fucking banger. That just makes it so much funner. That just makes it so much fun.
Davey said you guys look beautiful, and volume is good. I don't need full volume.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've turned it down a little bit because we are still gaining.
This is our mic gain, but this monitoring doesn't affect the stream. It's what we hear.
Okay. Yeah.
So
okay.
that will be fine, but it's just that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I'm deaf though, so
that seems like. Oh, yeah. Well, wait. Turn that back down because I think
he doesn't need.
I think that monitors the mics.
It monitors what we hear. So that's all just internal, like private, and that one's more that's coming out of the...
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I suppose as long as we're not like super red barring.
Is that too quiet
Maybe
now?
I'm just a loud prick. Maybe
no, me too, bro.
Maybe that's just it.
There is like a song that's called like I don't know. It's by the 1975, and it's like "Why You Talk So Loud," and that is literally made for us.
Yeah, well, I don't know. You'll have to deal with it. You'll have to fucking deal with it. Yeah, well, anyway, cheers to episode 13, hey?
Yeah, thank you so much for cheers, mate.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I honestly really appreciate it.
Yep. It's a big episode here. It's a
big
episode. It's a big episode. It's upgraded. We're getting places. It's moving forward. Yeah. We've also basically got our complete runaround set up, so we are going to be doing some runaround journalism soon.
Yes, we will. Yeah, we'll be out in public interviewing the general public of Australia in our area, and we'll probably say a lot of things that some people may not or may agree with, and it might create some discourse. But that is all about. That's the fun of it, right? People have different opinions. Some people will be pissed off about those opinions. Some people will be very drawn to those opinions. So
well, I'm interested to see what the general public around like the area we live thinks, because
me too.
You know what I mean? Like most people stay quiet about their political stuff
do
online unless they're trolls. So most of what you see online is like, even though that's kind of where you don't have like a town square anymore where everyone goes talk about this shit. So what you have is social media, but that doesn't really seem to be. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be legitimate. Like,
can I turn this up a tiny bit?
Yeah.
I'm just so dead.
Yeah, no, that works. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be legitimate. I don't think it's people's actual, like, I don't think it's a real showcase of what the general public thinks is what you read on, like, Facebook and shit like that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of rage bait out there.
Yeah,
there's a lot of bot accounts.
We're definitely a lot further towards, like, getting an actual consensus of what people believe from X, but a lot of people don't bother with it because...
There's a lot of bots. There's a lot of...
Well, I mean, there's that, but it's also, like, you can be contended with to a degree. Like, you know what I mean? There's so many people that will just outright contend with you in any way because you can't be, like, you know, instantly banned from it. So
yeah, because it's like a free speech sort of platform.
Also, I didn't do this in the initial thing. This was one thing we missed. Well, I'm your resident shit talker, and Duffy's is our resident lovable Christian, so he will be attending to all of your comments throughout, you know, this experience.
I'll be your voice, guys. I'll main voice. I'll main voice.
Yeah, he's maining voice. I'm maining fists.
Yeah. You got that one.
I'll be your Street Fighter 6. And
and I'll be the commentator or something.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I mean, I'm fucking great in an argument, but if I have to not swear, jeez, it can't go very far.
I'm really putting some restrictions on myself. It's great. Yeah. I'm having so much fun over here. I'm suffering.
Well, you're doing good. Cheers to you.
Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you. Cheers to us. Cheers to you guys.
Yeah. We thought we'd do a little review as it's Thursday Fun Day, as always.
Yeah.
So we'll go into a little Jubilee episode. There's a Piers Morgan surrounded by 20 woke people, which is surprising because he has a book called 20 Woke People.
Sorry, this is too addicting.
Look that way.
Yeah. This is too addicting, man. That zoom in feature, I'm gonna get too addicted to that.
That's great. It's fucking awesome. Yeah, it's considering he has a book. His book is Woke is Dead, so I'm sure the first thing that you'll see is people being like, "Well, obviously not, because you're surrounded by 20 woke people."
Yeah. Let's get offended. Let's choose to get offended.
Fucking find quicksand. Quote of the show.
I really like that one because it doesn't mean you're directly like you could find quicksand and that could be the end. You don't have to just hop into it, but we're hoping that's what it means, right?
Yeah, then you'd have to know what the actual percentage of people that find quicksand dying is. Yeah. And when you know that, it makes it so much funner to say.
Quicksand.
But
I really like that's really sticking. It's sticking, man.
It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's original too.
It is original. Well done.
It's completely original.
I like your work ethic. Completely. I like where you're headed.
If I achieve nothing in this life, it will be that I came up with a funny way to offend people.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. We got Davey saying it's just an interruption fest. They're all just trying to shout over each other. Yeah.
Wait,
emotionally.
Is this people or the Jubilee episode? Is this people in general? Or?
Just the woke. I think the woke.
Fair enough. The woke is the woke.
Oh, the episode. Yeah. So he did mean the episode. The woke on that episode. There you go.
Right. Okay. Right. So tops. Well,
Davey. I think Davey's already. I guess seen it, which is great.
I guess you're going to see what we think about it today.
Yeah.
I suppose.
We'll
have our own pointers and stuff we mix in, but
yeah. Should we get into it, Jax? Should we?
I suppose we should.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we're going to miss out on our lovely new camera for this portion of the show because it is reviews.
You will.
But yeah, you'll.
We'll get a different.
You'll see me again soon.
This thing's too fun, man. I'm gonna have too much fun on this podcast. We won't get anything done.
Yeah, no, we'll just end up being fucking idiots. I mean, we already have been for the last fucking 6 weeks. But,
yeah.
You know, no point in.
What is episode 13, right?
Yeah, it's been more than 6 weeks.
We are flying.
I know, not one sick day. Crazy, right?
Good.
Fuck, I've definitely. Look, I own my own business. I am an entrepreneur. I do not have a boss.
C'est la vie.
So if I want to take a sick day, I take a fucking sick day. You cannot stop me, motherfucker. I am the boss around here. So yeah, it's definitely been a showcase of commitment. Me not chucking sicky because I don't get sick, but I do get keen for cuddles with my dog.
That's fair. I don't get sick, but I sometimes I get sick with it.
No, I do get sick. Like I get sick with the same shit that other people get. Like I eat a bad feed, I get bad gut.
That's the only thing I get is bad gut. That's the anything else. I don't think I'm pretty immune. Yeah. I don't get COVID. I don't get the woke virus. I don't. That doesn't occur to this man. This man of steel. I'm kidding.
I don't get the work virus. I don't get Tourette's. I don't get Asperger's.
Yes, Asperger's. I'm not acoustic. I'm not acoustic. You know. You picked up what I put down.
You fuck it.
I'm on the spectrum. I'm acoustic.
Do people see you next Tuesday often? Or?
They do see me next Tuesday often, yes.
I love that you get to see us next Thursday after every Sunday episode. It's such
it is a different, like, it's like see you next Thursday, it still works.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that word because this will be going to the woke virus and I don't want that. So, is your headphones all right?
No, it just dicked a little bit.
Oh.
There we go.
You good?
We got it. We're all fucking dilly dandy.
Yeah. All right, well, I think we should get into it, and I'm keen for this reaction, because I haven't seen this yet. I've seen shorts, of course. I always see shorts of things, but I don't, delving into it is the fun of this. So let's switch to the different camera, guys. Hello. That was very nice.
I get fucked.
Yeah. All right, so let's begin, shall we?
So I can do it.
First surrounded claim is that masculinity has never been toxic.
How's the fucking build-up?
Hey, look at them all.
1 second. How do you do? I'm Piers.
Oh, what
so
a gentleman.
I guess where I want to kind of start is talking about masculinity. So I view this, do you think that this is like socially emergent, I imagine, to some degree?
Well, I think the truth about the whole toxic debate about masculinity is it's a completely new phenomenon. Mm-hmm. Before, about 30 years ago, nobody ever used that phrase. Mm-hmm. It's only really in the last 10 years it's suddenly been amplified and used for absolutely everything. So I thought it might be useful to just start with something that Chris Williamson, you may know him, great guy, and he came on my show recently. And he said that all the following things have been blamed on toxic masculinity in the media in the last year and a half. Gang violence, climate change, the financial crisis, Brexit, the election of Donald Trump, not wearing a face mask, eating meat, physical fitness, fast food, capitalism, communism, hip-hop, smelling of Axe body spray, being stoic, risk-taking, religion, but also secularism and atheism, playing board games, being interested in cars, and saying hello or have a nice day. So I have already committed.
Can I just pause it right there? Dude, this is all like, I kid you not. This is why we're getting blamed. It's like, if you do any of these things, man, any of these things, guess what? You're the worst human on planet Earth. And we'll call you toxic masculine. I don't think we've really, what's that?
Sorry, I was camera pointing.
Remember,
right. We've got.
Yeah, I don't think. I generally I've grown up again. Like, I've grown up in a time where for some reason I just got blamed for everything, even though I shut my mouth. And it was like, men like you, like this, I keep looking at that one. Men like you, dude, I grew up liberal like my whole life, right? Like, I was all for the girls. Like, I was more for the girls than the guys, right?
Yeah.
And even then, I was still toxically masculine. You can't run away from it if you're a white male, especially. Like, it's like, what do you suggest I do with my race? What do you, like, maybe I'll be racially fluid. Would that make you happy? Yeah, I'll turn into a Mexican. Does that make you happy now? Like, what are we doing? Like, I don't get it. I hate the blame that comes with it. I never blamed any female growing up about anything, but still I was this toxically masculine. I'm full of this just bad just toxicity. And I'm like, what do you suggest I do with that? I don't know what you want me to do with that. How do I approach this properly? If I like religion, now I'm toxically masculine. Like he said, all these things, he's like, it just puts you in the criteria of toxically masculine. Dave even said, I hate the term toxic masculinity. Behavior can be toxic, but neither masculinity or femininity are inherently toxic. Exactly right. Bingo, my friend. My nickname was Mexican and Pablo. Come over the wall essay. Come over the wall essay. What? Dude,
that's a bomb ass nickname, to be honest.
Yeah, wow, Pablo.
Hey, my nickname is Come Over the Wall, You ain't heard of me, dog?
You ain't yet.
My fucking name is Come Over the Wall, homie. You don't even fucking know who you're fucking with here, dog.
Bro, stop being toxically masculine, all right? Do something about it.
Hi, hello.
Yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, no, that's just stop. Stop it. Bad.
Evil.
Bad.
Evil.
40 Days, Pablo, the animated guy from Go Stop. I don't know if that rings a bell for me or not. Does that ring a bell for you?
Nah.
Dude.
40 Days. Pablo, from 40 Days.
Oh,
Pablo,
from 40 Days,
the animated guy from Go Stop. What was that? Go Stop.
Go Stop.
That rings a bell.
Yeah.
No.
Can't think of it.
No. Go Stop. It was that game show fucking thing. Remember, where you jump from the squares? I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
No, it's the red, and it was kind of like real life fucking. Remember, like the bomb map game that you play on like shitty PCs. Am I right? I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
Yes, he said. Yeah. Davey said yes. Yeah.
Yeah. See, my fucking memory is insane.
Well done, Jax. I couldn't. Yeah.
You realize I have not thought of that fucking show since I seen it when I was probably like 9 years old.
Wow.
Like, Deadset, not fucking once. I had to track that shit down then. That was fucking some deep grey matteral fucking discovery.
At least one crime, because I've already said hello to you.
That's
so
true.
my point being,
I'm actually really offended by that too.
Sorry?
I said I'm actually very offended by that too.
No, the thing is, I think the point I would make is, I think in a time when young men in particular, I've got 3 sons from 32 to 24, I think we've got to a weird place where they feel like they are the most downtrodden, picked upon people in society, with good reason in many cases. And a lot of it is down to this, where they don't know what masculinity is. My argument is, I don't think it's ever been toxic. What's happened is you have men behaving badly, but you also have women behaving badly, and no one calls that toxic femininity.
Well,
Over to you.
I actually do call it toxic femininity. I think when you look at, I do. When you look at like gender studies and philosophy on this, right? We use this term called masculinities and femininities because we understand that like the like samurai era of masculinity looks very different than maybe the knights of the round table and whatnot. So we understand that masculinity has somewhat morphed and shifted. And in every form of these masculinities or femininities, there are unhealthy elements to each of them. Could you grant me that?
Well, it depends what you mean. I mean, what do you think masculinity is?
In our society, I think masculinity...
No, not in your society. Just generally. What is it?
Yeah, in North America, we would broadly view it as like...
You've got to say North America. Masculinity is a thing. It's not like territory specific. It has become that way with a toxic element.
Well,
but actually...
What she's trying to do right now, and you've seen it, she just ducked it twice, even when he tried to stop it. What she's trying to do is make the argument that masculinity is a thing that changes between different social groups, just in time in different areas of the world. But that's just not the fucking case, because what she said when she made the comparison of like, you know, our sense of masculinity is different to like, say, you know, Arthurian times, Knights of the Round Table sense of masculinity. No, the masculinity was still the same. It's just they had things like to do with honor that were about, you know, like fucking dying by the sword for your kingdom and stuff like that. That's not even like a masculine thing. That's like
it's
an
just
honorable thing.
It's an honorable. It doesn't mean like you could be feminine and masculine, and it doesn't matter. You could still do that, right?
Yeah, that's like what you're doing is basically taking all these different things that are nothing to do with masculinity from different times that men did, and then placing that onto masculinity. That's the same reason why you have an argument for why there's toxic masculinity, because you're just taking things that bad people have done and then gone,
this is the general public. Yeah,
you're just gone, they're men, so it's masculinity.
Yeah,
like the Knights of the Round Table were men, so it's masculinity. No, you fucking idiot. Like, no, I thought she was alright at first, but you know what? Just go fucking sing Evanescence songs. I'm just waiting for this bitch to just break out with "Bring Me to Life." Why is she wearing a fucking white dress? Why has she got that emo-ass black hair having this conversation? Look at the look on her face right now. That is not a look of, like, interesting conversation. That's a look of, like, I would suck the soul out of your dick. That's not a genuine person. That's just by look. And then she already displayed it just on the fact that he went, no, not in America, just in general. And she went, so in North America...
And you're like,
fucking...
Units, dude.
See, I believe in a world where if this was a bloke that did that in a normal conversation, I could just go...
And then you go, yeah, sorry.
And you just be like, have a normal conversation. Have a normal conversation. I won't hit you in the face again. Stop being illegitimate.
Man. Davey did say, bro, this chick is actually intelligent, but so brainwashed.
Yeah,
wasted potential.
Bingo.
I agree. Like, that's when I said half a brain, that was sort of rude of me to say. I will say that. But like you can see that she can like talk.
Hey, you didn't say she didn't have the other half.
Yeah, that's true.
You said she definitely has half. What you were doing was complimenting the fact that if she has, at least the logic follows. If she believes in toxic masculinity, there should then be toxic femininity.
Yeah, exactly right. So it's like, if you want equality, at least go there. Right?
Yeah, you're not being, but it's still it's not a make sensical argument. It's not like. No, masculinity doesn't change. Masculinity is constantly the same thing. There is different social expectancies.
There's toxic people. That's it.
I mean, there's different honourable expectancies and different things that, you know, are expected socially as times change. But that's not masculinity. That's like social expectancies and social normals. Social norms are not masculinity. That's you're just saying anything that is done by a man is some form of masculinity, which is just fucking retarded.
Yeah. Davey also did say we men can't get by on just looks. Yeah, no, you're right. There needs to be something else.
Like, I don't know. I'm a dumbass. I've done pretty well.
I was going to say that, like, back in the Pulse days, man, I don't know how I did it, but I mained incel, and I was in a nightclub, and somehow I still got attention. I don't know how. because like I generally was like the most socially awkward person, blah blah blah. But I just like faked it till I maked it, and it had its results, but it didn't really pull in the best of people, I would say. But no, but we do have to rely on other things. Like I generally believe, like yeah, a woman can just get by just looks. If you're beautiful, you're very valuable. And that's just one of the things. Like guys will. It's hard for guys to get unconditional love. I don't think most guys will ever have unconditional love or feel that. Maybe from their mothers, but no one else. And a lot of guys, I mean, even including yourself, like it's a different story. So it is quite. I know we can't get by on just looks. It's a lot harder.
I'll dish that out on full screen. I've told you about this. I have a very thought out, processed opinion on unconditional love, which I'll express to you at some point, where we're not focused on the bring me to life Evanescence bitch.
Stop. I love Evanescence.
Am I wrong?
Oh no,
she not literally it?
She looks like her on a diet.
Her on a diet?
Yeah, because she's like sort of a bit, not chunky, but she's...
What, the other chick's chunky, is she?
From Evanescence.
Really?
Oh, well, she's not chunky. No, she's not chunky. She's just... I shouldn't say that.
Shit, I don't remember it like that, because what I remember...
She just had like... She wasn't slim.
But isn't she like being hung off the tower in the music video and the guy's like holding on to her?
Yeah.
That guy does not look fucking... He looks like he's
yeah,
built,
that's a green screen.
Look, he's built like me and I'm built for fighting. So most people built like me aren't built for fighting. They're built for just not super strong.
Yeah, no, dude.
I'm quick.
I think that Wake Me Up Inside, they had like the Daredevil people, you know Daredevil, with like Ben Affleck, the older one. Did you watch that? It's really good. Yeah. So that was meant to be the main thing, the main soundtrack for that. This is my music knowledge coming in. So this is the main soundtrack for that, and they weren't actually going to have a guy do that rap bit. They weren't. It was just going to be Evanescence, and then they had that guy, and for some reason actually really made it awesome.
One thing, sorry. Your chain's hitting that mic. I can hear it a little...
Alright, Christ is closer to my chest.
I can just hear this little...
Yeah, you guys probably heard that too, eh?
Yeah.
Davey did say, bro, don't let your fellow feminists hear you say that. She's chunky. You'll never live that down. Look, I'm not going to say she's chunky. I'm just going to say, like, it's like me saying, like, I'm not average, but I'm, like, I'm slim, but I'm not, like, anorexic or anything, right?
Yeah, no, you just
I'm just slim, but, like, she's not, like slim like me. You know what I mean? So, like, but she's a bit slimmer. I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking, I don't know. She
Most
has,
of
like,
us
more
Australians aren't like... There's definitely less of an obesity problem in Australia than there is in like America.
But it's still a problem. It's still a problem.
Yeah, but...
No, it's not obesity. No, it's you're plus sized. Oh, you're plus size. Don't even stress. You're plus size. Get bigger. Eat more Big Macs.
The thing is, like, I don't think people realize so much. Because here's the thing. Look, I think I've said this before. I think I am for nearly all of the biases to some degree, except for racism. I feel like racism is a stupid way, like, to just be like, I'm better than you because I've got, like, a different
melanin
skin color. That's silly.
It's so silly.
But here's a dead set to honest truth. A Maori from fucking New Zealand is gonna have a lot harder time keeping skinny than I am.
Oh yeah.
Just based on our genes.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's all there is to it.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be honest. I got so many Kiwi mates. Like, I've got a bit like
You do. For some reason, you're a Kiwi magnet. I don't get it. But every time you're like, oh, talk to this, this guy online or whatever, through like gaming.
They just like me. There's just this certain thing that
shout out to my Kiwis. Kiwis?
Kiwi. My fucking Kiwis, bro.
Yeah. Where's your deck?
I'm pretty sure.
Show us your deck.
Oi, bro, I'm pretty sure that you fucking mispronounced that, eh?
Hey,
I think you kind of fucked that up.
Oi, statue, bro. Statue, bro.
You know the fucked up thing is that you're kind of pretty good at that, and I've been doing this accent for like a long time.
Oh, God
so
bless
that's
your
kind of
heart.
weird that
Good
you
sir.
can do that
Good sir.
well.
God bless your
that
heart.
kind of makes me
feel like my accent isn't that good, really.
I come back from Christchurch. There was a earthquake.
Okay, I take it back. No, you're just saying words.
I am just saying words. Where's your deck? Can I look at your deck?
You can't actually.
I'm saying deck. It's a hard.
All you do is just say the words that people say. It's just kind of like you saying fish and chips, bro. It's not really you putting on an accent.
My name's Cork. I'm a rock. Wait, Cork?
See, it is.
Is that his name? I forgot.
But that's just the standard. People
That is the standard.
It's so funny. Oh, it's so
I love Kiwis, man.
See,
I love you guys.
You can do an accent when you can say a sentence that you haven't heard somebody say before. I reckon
you can't do the same thing. Like
like saying a phrase in an accent, isn't it? You can say like I can do an accent. Like I can do a Mexican accent, bro. I just got to say more than a fucking few words, and then once I get to a certain point, then I can start talking a little bit better.
You sound like a you sound like a sorry, but you sound like a Mexican trans man who kind of started to go female but still has the Adam's apple. Like it went high enough.
Mexican Jeffree Star.
Yeah, but Jeffree Star.
This is how you do your makeup. You just put it in the mirror. You just look at your eyebrows. You get the color, bro.
Dude, but even Jeffree Star, he's not trans. Like he's just a dude who likes makeup.
Yeah,
and like shout out to Jeffree Star. I like Jeffree Star.
Yeah, I mean,
he's my boy, man. I like Jeffree Star.
Yeah, look, I mean, I
I wouldn't put makeup on, but dude, do your thing, man.
Look, I'll put it like this.
Free cunt.
I wouldn't be a dick to you. Like you'd just be like a normal person to me. Like,
I wouldn't.
I'd
actually have a really good conversation.
I'd be a little
Jeffree.
bit concerned if my son like looked like you. I'd be like, there's some sort of disconnect happening here between me and you.
You know
boy.
what?
But
if he's
you're your own person, bro.
You know what?
You do you.
Even if I had a son that did what Jeffree Star did. And like put on makeup and whatever. You know what? As like I honestly would not mind. Yes, you're exercising a free will, just as long as you're based, man.
Yeah.
Just be traditional values.
I like you for that. That's good. See, me, I would have to be like, son, you can't rule the world with long fingernails.
Yeah, that's fair.
You can't. I'd just be like, take over.
I want him to be productive as a man, like do the manly things. And I guess Jeffree Star. Like he probably does, and he's just doing his makeup, and that's all we see.
Like rule the world.
Yeah, like conquer. Like we're going full Andrew Tate
The king
style.
of the world will not have fucking extra long fucking painted fingers.
Shout out to Jesus, man. Shout out to Jesus, the King of Kings, man.
What if I name my kid Jesus?
You could. Well, you could name him Joshua. Joshua is is Jesus, and Joshua. That's what. That is actually like sort of a derivacation from Joshua. Or Yeshua.
I don't like the name Joshua.
Yahweh. WH.
See, I'd rather that.
Yeah.
But I feel like people would look at me like, you fucking cunt. I'd be like, bow to your God.
Bow to my son.
I wouldn't be able to help it. I'd get 6 beers into me.
Yeah.
Someone would say they're a Christian, like other than you. I'd meet them. I'd be like, well, let me introduce you
to Yahweh, the man you worship.
How could I resist?
Davey said this is why racism shouldn't be banned, because we were saying all those accents and maybe we'd get cancelled for that.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I'm happy to take that risk.
I love Mexicans. I love Mexican food.
I love all people.
I love their culture. I think they have a great culture. I think like the crossing across the border criminals, but look, the criminals in a culture aren't the culture. That's the thing. Like you don't understand like a place can have a bad criminal culture, but have a good culture itself.
Burritos, man. Burritos are so good.
Yeah.
You guys figured it out. That is awesome. I really appreciate that, man.
The music, super friendly, happy all the time. Like every time I meet like anyone that's of that orientation, they're super friendly, like homely, nice, rah-rah. I literally had a Mexican dude a week ago at a job, just like on site with like 2 other like dudes speaking Spanish on site, and he's like eating these things out of like a container. I'm just like the aircon dude, just like doing my thing on the side, taping ducks. And then he's just like comes over and was like, "Hey, bro." I was like, "What?" He was like, try. And I was like, "What the what is it?" And he's like, "It's called a green tomato." I was like, I was like, "Okay, right." It was good. It was like a weird little. It was like in between like an apple and a tomato. It was like a crunchy tomato. It was with an apple citrusy. It was really good. Mexicans are fucking great.
They're awesome, dude.
I'm gonna just be honest and say Asians are the smartest. They just are. They just are.
And I don't mind. Like, look, I don't mind if anyone puts on Australian accent. That means you're celebrating our culture.
You can just fucking do it as much as you want, mate. It doesn't take that much fucking effort.
I think we've lived in such a world where just all the white feminists are getting offended, and the guys who self-proclaim feminists as well, because you guys are just getting controlled by females. Let's be real. Yeah. Because you just want to get inside, but you're playing the long haul game.
It's getting there.
But like, dude, let's be real. I want to celebrate all those cultures. They're awesome. There's so much cool things in that, and there's nothing wrong with like we make those little jokes, but it's not even a joke. It's just that we make what is a joke? It's like we do the accents, and that's fine. We're celebrating that stuff, and like all power to you guys.
Why
man.
not?
That's it.
Why not, I say?
Davey says, at 18, I no longer have an actual say in it, but my opinion will be known. What was that for again? It was for what we were saying earlier?
You're going to have to keep on time or we're getting lost.
I know, I'm sorry, I'm losing my...
You're going to have to apologise to Davey.
I'm sorry, Davey. I'm sorry, I need a tiny bit more context.
Voice of the viewers.
Jeffree Star. Oh, right. Yes. At 18, I no longer have an actual say in it, but my opinion will be mine. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Okay, right.
That's fair.
Right, yep.
I think I've just been surprised by someone who looks like Jeffree Star to be based, and that's why I'm like, cool. And a lot of people are starting to see that. You've got Blair White as well, who's actually trans. Actual trans, not like, I felt like this and that, like, right? And that's fine. You can be on the right. Like, at the end of the day, it's the judge of character. You can exercise your free will. Just don't kill babies, dude. But just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so I don't know. I think my goal with my son will be the same thing that I think my dad's goal was with me, which will be instill every...
Nut up or shut up.
Instill every good quality that I have within them, and then hopefully... Like, they're going to get some of your bad shit, that's just going to happen, but hopefully you try and at least use your learned experience and knowledge about yourself to be able to not give them as many of the bad things, but all of your positives, and then being their own person, they're going to gain some of their own positives and negatives as well. But the idea is minimize the negative traits you give them, but give them all of your positive traits and aspects. Absolutely. So I just can't see my son ending up like that because realistically...
I don't want my son to end up like that.
A rule for mine will be if you're like... You'll not make it to 18 and not be a fucking weapon in terms of martial arts. Like, you need to be able to... Like, I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care if you don't like it, boy. Yeah. You need to be able to defend yourself and the people you love.
Absolutely.
You need to be able... That's just my standard, personally, I've learned. So you, like, you know, it's come in our generation. It's been in our family for generations.
Yep.
So I don't see why we wouldn't just... Yeah, I don't see why you would be able to bypass that. You're going to be, if not as good of a protector as me, a better one.
Yeah. Well, that's the plan for me too. Is I want my son to be better than me in every aspect I can imagine. And like, again, I'm not saying I want to influence what Jeffree Star is to my son. That's not on the plans. But if worse comes to worse and he looks like that, at least he'll be based. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the what, you know what I mean?
Jeffree is, so at least he gets the escape on that, which is good.
Yeah.
Look, and it's come around. It's not like, I don't think we were wrong. Like, when we say, like, oh, we were super left. Like, I don't think we were wrong 10 years ago as young teenagers for what our age group is to think that, like, no, we do need more equality and stuff in the world because, like, it was changing. But in the last decade, we've really sort of got that in society massively. And there's no,
it's there. Like, like a genuine question to the feminists who are still fighting for this equality stuff. Please tell me, what rights do I have that you don't?
By please tell me, he actually means, like, come on the show. Like,
please come on the show. We legitimately
want to have these conversations.
We're getting more seats. We've got more mics. We've got more cameras.
Yeah,
we're putting it all out in the ether.
We're fucking fun.
We are fun. Like, we're not going to shame you much. No, I'm kidding. But like, just
I
want
cares?
to know.
You're a woman. You hold all the power.
You do.
Nobody's gonna physically touch you.
Manipulate the crap out of us.
Like, if as a girl, all you got to do is literally just be like, "Oh yeah, well you've got a little dick. Haha, I've dated guys uglier than you, and I would never fuck you." And guys are just gonna be like,
Yeah,
So,
that'll
like-
just shrink. You can do a lot of things in your power to really shrink us.
Yeah, I mean, like at the end of the day, it's just words.
It is.
Like,
It is.
I mean, yeah, it's just words, even with guys too. I mean, you know, and
But that's the thing is, like, say if you and me, we got into like discourse, right, and the worst comes to worst between you and me, which will never happen, is we get into a fight, like a fist fight, and then you figure it out, and then whatever. But then, like, that's where guys go to, right? And so we know because of that we actually have this extra respect to say, hey, brother, or whatever. Like, when I greet a lot of people at work, a lot of the guys were very respectful because deep down, you know it can go to that. But with women, it's reputation destruction. That's the worst it can get to. Now, because we've gotten to this point where women can get away with the reputation destruction, guys can't just get their fists out and start swinging. That's not how we're taught. But I think now women should be really taught, especially our daughters, and I'm going to teach my daughter this, I've got to teach my daughter how to treat men. Like how we teach our sons how to treat women. Because we're not getting that anymore. It's like...
See, my opinion is, I'm going to stay the fuck out. What I will do with my daughter is give them a good example of what a man should be within myself.
So she's not looking for someone, right?
But I feel like only a woman, like, only a lion can teach a lion to hunt. Like, a lion can't teach a zebra to eat grass. And
she's
a
gonna
zebra
go
can't
on her own
teach a
route.
lion to hunt. Only the mum's going to be able to teach the daughter. I'm sorry, but it's a lack of good motherhood. I blame this whole woke problem. I blame everything that comes from feminism. I personally blame it on a lack of good mothering.
I think it is both.
I completely think it's shit mothering society, and I've got a personal place to stand for it because I don't have a mum. My mum was. People say like, oh, at least you had your mum in life. Like, my mum was one of the worst people on planet fucking Earth. I don't have any contact with her. She is like, women made up the term, I feel like, in my life, or at least when it came to me, when I found out about the term gaslighting, it was women saying men do it everywhere. Like, my mother is the type to do like the most heinous, crazy, drunken antics and then completely deny it ever happened to your face. Like, complete gaslighting. So that's where, like, when I heard this term, I was like, men do this? I was like, this, in my experience, this has been a woman thing.
But I think it is both, because if a woman has a lack of a father, guess where she's going to try and look for a father?
Yeah, but I blame that in
mother.
I blame that in bad mother. I blame that in bad mothering.
No, because
it's part of mothering to pick a good dad and to keep a good dad around. And these mothers that divorce, like the divorce rates,
but the dads are getting a lot of dads are getting very soft. And it's bad.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
soft as.
Yeah, but
they're conforming to the feminists.
But I think it starts with women. I think it started there. I think, look, the vote. You can put it like this, right?
But the voice
vote,
of the.
Do you know what the decision maker was for why women started voting in America?
Well,
and I'm not even like a deep conservative opinion is that we should go back to the family vote. I feel like, right?
Oh, absolutely. I think because if we have a different vote in the family unit, we're separated.
Yeah, look, I'm still open as fuck, but I know that this is a point that you would say as like an American conservative more so would say this is probably a point you believe in, that you should think there should be back to a family vote.
Absolutely.
Not so much that women
the family unit's getting attacked by the devil, man.
Not so much that women shouldn't vote, but you would prefer it be a family voting system in the world optimally.
Absolutely, because if it's like this, me and my father, we get along like a house on fire. One of my best friends, not even, I won't say best friends, but I shouldn't say my father is a friend, he's a father figure. And we get along like a house on fire. But he's liberal, and I am more conservative. Like he's more left-leaning and I'm more right-leaning. It is funny because his actions and what he says almost basically says he is right-leaning. Like, there are some things that I wouldn't say that that he would say that it's right. It's like right leaning, right? But I think deep down inside, I know he knows that traditionalism works, but I think there is a lot going on. Like, he doesn't like Trump, so therefore he has to identify with left.
Yeah.
But it should be one vote per household. Like, I agree with you, Davey. But I think if you don't have a manly man as a daughter, like a close relationship with your father as a daughter, you're going to be looking for men, for your father figure in other men, and it's going to be a catastrophe. And I've seen it. I've dated women with daddy issues, even ones that literally before they climax, they have to say daddy. It's so weird. It is so. I'm like, dude, you've shriveled me. That's TMI. TMI. But it is there. You
just made so many people jealous.
It's not. It's disgusting. I don't like that whole daddy thing.
I know, but you just made so many weirdos jealous.
I know, but they have a lack of whatever in their life too. But you've got to be like you need both parents at the end of the day. Maybe I could definitely agree that there needs to be more of a virtuous motherhood in the family home. But I think as well it's guys need to man the I was about to swear, but I'm not. This swear jar's getting.
We need to find replacement words for you.
Man the up.
Maybe you just need to enforce using Deadset more.
Yeah, like man just the Deadset up.
Just Deadset man up.
Deadset man up. Yeah, that's what I should say.
If you just keep enforcing that a bit more, I think you'll...
Yeah, strict fathers and soft mothers are goated. Please, yes.
Yeah.
Look,
that's
when you're sick, you don't go, oh, I need my father around, or I need like a man around. Like if I'm sick, I don't go, Jax, come over. Can you tend to my stuff? No. I want a woman around to nurture me and make me feel better, because that's what ignites a man. That's what fills a man.
This is part of my opinion. I think the only unconditional love that should exist is from a mother to their kid.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Should be the only, because...
And I've received that and I'm blessed with that.
I think everyone else should love each other completely conditionally, because, like, I would love to say to you, honestly, like, you're my best mate. I'd love to say to you, you know, I love you unconditionally. But, like...
But there could be a condition where I just like...
If you molested my fucking father, like...
yeah, you'd be like, dude, that's where it breaks. I'll kick you in the head off. Like, yeah.
Like there would be a point to everything where something like happens. So the only thing there should be is a mother's unconditional love to their kid. Because
absolutely.
Even when...
Shout out to my mum. Thank you for your unconditional love.
Because
God bless you.
The ideal situation then is to have the continued married household. Because the idea then is, even when the kid murders a bunch of people and the mum still loves him, the dad says, too bad you're not seeing him.
You're out.
No, the dad just says, too bad you're not seeing him.
Yeah.
Too bad he's stuck in jail. No, I'm not going to pay I'm not going to... No, you're not seeing him.
Yep.
You can write him a fucking letter so he doesn't neck himself, and that's, you know, if you want to do that, blah, but that is what is. And that's always how it's gone. Now, like, I can understand the psychology of how it works. I as a person without growing up as a mother, I have never experienced in my life unconditional love, and I never will. My
mum's gonna adopt you, bro. My mum's gonna and then she'll go, you know what? It'll never get to that
because
point.
If I kill you, she'll hate me.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's not unconditional. It can only be from a mother to their kid. That's the only way it can happen. So I will never experience that in my life.
Your stepmother is probably the closest you'll get.
The closest thing I'll get, yeah. But even still, I consider this, and this is a horrible thought to even think about.
Did something
but
to your dad,
this is just psychology. If I did something to her daughters,
oh yeah,
like that's she's still, you know what I mean? It's that there is no such thing as unconditional love other than what a mother gives, and not even all mothers.
Man, I wish
because obviously I was fucking born. I have a mum, but obviously she doesn't unconditionally love me, or she wouldn't have fucking been to rehab like 60 fucking times.
Shit. Oh, I said the S word. Oh. Dude.
So yeah, I don't believe it exists, and I believe that the issue in the world is too much unconditional love.
Because it's enabling some people's bad behaviour, isn't it?
That's all it does. When there's not a dad around, it's not the problem of soft dads. It's not that. It's the problem that mothers are the choosers of sex and relationships, and they've chosen bad fathers. So bang, they've fucked up.
Because they've had, yeah.
Then they don't realise that they have to unconditionally love their kid. Now, here's the thing. It'd be pretty close with my dad. Like, there'd be something I could do that would really get him, but it would have to be a lot. Like, he very near unconditionally loves me because he understood I'm raising this kid as a solo dad.
Yeah, I guess
he had to change his tactics a little bit.
Yeah, he had to. Yeah,
he did.
Wait, I need to really restroom time.
Yeah, I need to too. So that works out well. So we'll be back.
We'll be back, but we'll be back into this. We're getting sidetracked. We'll be back, guys.
Okay,
we are back.
Yep,
we are back.
Here we are.
Pardon me.
Yeah. I suppose.
Well, we'll start off in the comments. We're back
as well. Yeah. I suppose.
So Davey said, "Dad needs to be able to walk in the room and command the kids when the kids are misbehaving." That's discipline. Absolutely, I agree. I agree with you 100%. When we have both the duality of discipline and nurture, or it makes something beautiful, I think. And when you have the lack thereof, it is a lot harder to navigate in the world. It's one of those.
Oh,
things...
look, I'd be fucked without my old boy.
Yeah,
my old boy was fucking the best dad ever.
That's awesome.
I mean, didn't have a mum, but he did his
best.
He did his job.
God bless him.
Like, he did really well. Like, he was not like good from the start. Like, he struggled. He was like not always on a good path, but he as soon as he had kids, he did what I suppose any parent's supposed to do. He just completely steered on track and did fucking well for himself. Like, now he's one of the few people that I know that have been like, I want this, like, when I get older, I want to have these things, and he has those things.
That's awesome.
He's done pretty well.
God bless him, man.
Pretty fucking well.
It's a tough pill to swallow as a single father. I believe truly that it is much better off to be in a single father home than a single mother home. I'm just saying.
Hey, if things keep going the way they're going, I'll be raising my fucking kids solo. I'll be paying a very, very healthy fucking surrogate woman, and I'll be just doing it fucking solo, I think, because there's just... I haven't seen anyone of this generation that has the same values that, like, say, my stepmother now has. Like, just,
Yeah.
It's non-comparable. It's just not comparable. So
yeah. Davey did also say, "I wish my dad stayed in rehab." Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm. Whoa, that's a gnarly comment. I mean, I wish my mum did too, but yeah, fuck, we're saddos.
Yeah.
We're
out here trauma dumping right now, guys.
I should take back. I don't think it's that there are no girls with that. But I'm going to be honest, like, if they're hot, they've either got a kid or they've fucked 50 blokes. It's one or the other. Like, it's just how it goes these days. If you're hot, you've either already got a kid or you fucked 50 blokes. Like, and tell me I'm wrong. Honestly, like, tell me, like, even if you hate my guts, be like, hey, I'm a girl. I'm clearly fairly attractive. I don't have a kid, and I have, like, a low body count. Like,
it's really rare, dude. The women are sleeping with more guys than guys are sleeping with girls. Do you understand that?
Yeah,
we're getting called, like, these, sexual deviants, and you're like, are you bloody serious? Are you bloody serious? That's not even a swear word. I'm an Englishman.
I mean, there was a thing for a while where it's like, look, the blokes going, oh, well, like, all the girls are just, like, fucking certain blokes, and they're, like, you know, they're leaving all this incel crowd, and then, like, the girls go, well, like, you, like, blame the guys that are doing it. And it's like, yeah, at some point, okay, fair enough, yes, we had to take accountability and stuff, but, like, you know, some of us are all right. Like,
yeah.
I'm a good boy.
Davey said a good one there, and he said, have you seen the books they're reading these days? Dude, it is like complete erotica, like the most, dude. Yeah.
I have
Hit the nail on the head,
Send us some links, and we'll have a look at it.
If you're a female watching, please, just let it loose.
I have not seen
Tell us the books that you're reading, because I've seen some covers, and then they delve into it, and I'm like, whoa, you've really fantasized about the most crazy stuff. I didn't even realize that was possible. Like, I'm very like.
You got me intrigued. I want to see this now.
Yeah.
You got me intrigued.
Maybe we'll start reading some female erotica books. You know. Get the 50 Shades of Bill Cosby out.
Fuck, we're going to have to add another fucking Day of the Week episode for that.
Oh,
I don't know if I can fit that into my
We
schedule.
might have to have a female host, but a female
erotica.
guest on, just to give us some reviews, and we'll just be sitting.
Yeah, we're still waiting on someone in particular, a friend of mine, that has a lot of conspiracies to outlay.
Yeah, I'm really keen for that.
I've messaged you. Message me back. Yeah, hopefully she'll be on soon, because she's got a lot of very interesting takes on things, and she does her research, and it would be like, she's not a stupid girl, but she's definitely got some outlandish theories about things that most people would think is outlandish, but they're not completely, just based on nothing. So it would be cool.
No, I'm really keen to have her on the show. Davey said, shoe on head YouTuber on the Morning Glory milking farm. Okay, so that might be something we could look into eventually, right?
Okay.
I'll put that down in the notes.
Sounds intriguing.
Yeah. Well, should we get back into this?
Yeah, let's get back into this video. We probably
review.
What do we got left? We got like another, I don't know. We'll do another fucking half hour, I suppose. And
yeah,
then
100%.
Masculinity, when it was first devised as a word, it's not an American thing, it's a global thing.
Do you think that Athenian masculinity and Spartan masculinity were the same in the Greeks?
I think masculinity has never changed. All that's changed is the interpretation of it. And what I can't abide is this modern phenomenon that everything about masculinity, everything about being a man, which I am currently identifying as, everything about me is supposedly toxic.
So I would reject the idea that everything that masculinity is toxic. I think that there can be bad elements of anything.
What do you like about men?
What do I like about men? Lots of things. I think that like the idea of protectionism is good. I think the willingness to kind of like self-sacrifice is very tied to the version of masculinity you have. I think that that's a very good thing. I think the desire to provide is also a really good thing, and stand up for like principles and strength. I think all of these things are wonderful things. Well, the issue.
Do you like men to be hunters, providers, protectors?
I don't really care about them being hunters.
Really? Well, how are they going to get all these things to help you and protect you?
In this economy, I'd prefer them just to be like fiscally capable. Let's go back to the Athenians. Let's go back to Athenians and Spartans, though, right? If you want to say masculinity has always been the same, well, the issue is history would disagree with you, right? In Athens, for example, it was completely normal for you to participate in civility and talk and do philosophy, but Spartan men, for example, wouldn't even touch coins, right? They viewed it as a very different thing.
Whereas what's that got to do with them being masculine?
Well, because the version of masculinity that they had viewed certain things like commerce as feminine. If you go to samurais, they viewed poetry as masculine, whereas if you go to like Victorian era, poetry is often associated with femininity.
But what does any of that got to do with toxic masculinity?
Because if we look at masculinity, we have to acknowledge that it is emergent out of a society that we are participating in. When I said, well, in North America, you rejected that, and I go, well, that's the foundational piece of this. What we're talking about, toxic masculinity, is essentially a North American version of masculinity that we seem to not like.
Well, no, it's not. It's a symptom of and forgive my phraseology here, but it's a symptom of weak, whiny, woke wastrels who've decided they're going to revise what masculinity is.
I think it's
intergenerational.
Hang
on. Give me a chance to respond. And they're going to make all men feel terrible. They're going to make men hate themselves. They're going to make everybody else hate men. And at that point, I'm like, what are you doing here? Why would women, for example, want their men to be weak, whiny, woke wastrels?
Well, I think the issue that you're neglecting here is the high levels of intergenerational trauma amongst men. I mean, if we go back to World War II, it's followed by the Vietnam War, right? We see men dying by the thousands, and then they come back and they have PTSD, and then they go off again and die by the thousands. And so when we look at like the lack of masculinity and masculine role models, we have to understand this through a lens of understanding that like men have been like scooped out and killed over and over, and then when they come back, they're destroyed. And there isn't really an answer for men. I agree that there's the systemic lacking of answer on the left for men in a lot of ways. Yeah. The issue is that we can't address
I think the left hate men. I mean,
just to pause you.
They do. Even movies like Barbie.
I'm left.
I've been defined left. Dude, I have been completely scrutinized. Shout out to my aunties. I don't care if I'm outing you. You guys literally have eaten me alive, and I haven't even said a word. I have been taught throughout my whole life, that I'm just this toxic masculine individual. And as soon as I like lift a finger, it is just judgment upon judgment. And guess what? No one wants to hang out with you. No one can stand you. This is why you're alone, and then it makes you worse. This is the crap that I've had to deal with my whole life. All because I'm a man and I'm white. What do you suggest I do with that? What do you suggest? Sorry, this is just hits close to the bone. It's all I've had to deal with growing up.
Fair.
Davey said no one can stand Parker. Hey, no, and the crazy thing about Parker and that other Dean guy is that they have a team of individuals in their earphones spitting out all these facts, which are not facts, they're just made up crap. And then they just go, this. And you're like, you don't even think for yourself. You just get a team of people to tell you something in an earpiece, and then you just spit out all this crap, and then you get asked about that, and you're like, wait. It is complete. We can see right through. You're so transparent. And you couldn't even debate Andrew. You couldn't even debate him. You couldn't even debate Andrew Wilson. You just were like, oh, no, and just relinquish some sort of white flag sort of option to say that you didn't have to or whatever, or you're not paying. Just...
This show will never bring him on.
Yeah, I know.
And the shit thing is that if they did, like, they're idiots, because if they did, it would blow up. But they'll never bring Andrew Wilson on. I stand by this. Look, I'm a firm believer that I will tell you I am the best at something other than the current champion, because there's no point in me being like, you know what I mean? If Israel Adesanya is like, it's innate in me as a man to tell you I could beat the fuck out of anybody, except maybe the champion of the world could probably, like, you know what I mean? I'd have to beat him to be able to make that claim. For me, I'll tell you, I can debate the fuck out of anybody in the world, but no chance am I taking on Andrew Wilson. Not about anything. Dude. I couldn't take on Andrew Wilson that fucking apples are normally green and red, and his take was that they were normally purple. He'd fucking win.
Yeah, he would.
He's just...
I'm not ballsy enough to do that.
He's reinvented, like, how to use your words in a way to be able to get to the bottom of things. He's like, this is someone that I needed to be, like, in the scope of things when I was like 10 years old, because I always hated the fact that everybody fucking argues about what they believe in until they get too pissed off and start smashing out slurs. I just think, like, why can't, like, how can you not just get to the bottom of this?
Yeah, without getting emotional and just hating the other person.
I think what it is that we didn't have the tools to be able to get to the bottom of things before. This guy's fucking done it before me too. Fuck you, you bastard. But you did. Like,
shout out to Andrew Wilson. We love you.
You've scoped it out. You've honestly reinvented how to be able to conversate with someone and instantly be able to found logic in what you're saying and discuss that logic and come to terms with your beliefs and discern who's fucking right and wrong. You can actually get to the bottom. Like, he's the embodiment of no more grey, just black and white.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got the left saying, oh, this is like the voice of the right of men and incels, and then they go like, oh, he's got like, you know, he's like the typical just like toxic masculine guy.
You know what the crazy thing is?
And it's just like, you were just trying to kill his identity, like kill him socially, and it's not going to work. Like, it doesn't matter how he looks, whatever, like he still can exactly tell you, you know, he can still exactly tell you, like, what is this, what is that, through logic and reason. And I would never win a debate with him.
You know what? You know how you know you're retarded? When you instantly class a debater on a red pill podcast as red pill and instantly think that means that they say the same things that other red pill people say. So you think he's a hypocrite for having a wife that has kids to other men.
Yeah.
And you tease him for being like, you know, against his own word, you snatched up someone that's already got kids. When his wife's first husband beat the shit out of her and second husband died, you fucking idiots.
And then they just say, oh yeah, like, you know, you would do that.
You know,
and it's like, but wouldn't the woke do that? So why are you pointing fingers?
If you said to me, what would you want in a wife if you couldn't get someone that, like, you know, didn't have a fucking massive body? Like, I would say someone that, like, you know, like someone that just wanted to be, like, with me. Maybe if they had a past relationship, like, they broke up because they had a really good reason to. Like, maybe it's because, you know, they did something bad to her or the kids or something. Like, I wouldn't want that to happen to anybody, but that would be a legitimate reason to break up. Okay, that happened. So what if you couldn't have that? What's the next best thing? Like, what if someone's a really good person? What's the next? Oh, like, if they had another partner, fuck. Like, if the same thing happened, or like if they died, like,
yeah, and you still get
so
shamed
that's
for
what
it.
happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so no worries.
Yeah.
Like, you people are fucking idiots. You people are fucking idiots.
Silly. We've got a new chatter guy. His name's Gaggard, he or she. Guys, give advice. I get it circumcised next week, so it is a guy. Do not cut off your penis, bro.
I actually have advice on this.
No, do it.
I actually have advice on this.
Why?
I have a really good friend that snapped his banjo string, okay? When he was like 20, so he had to get circumcised. He will tell you personally, he will say, life was better with a head.
Yes.
He would just tell you that. Now he's not saying like it's horrible now, it's awful. He's still happy, but he's just like, in comparison, life was better with a head. But I mean, he didn't really have a choice. He snapped his banjo string and had to get an operation.
How do you do that, man? You'd have to be playing the penetration game very hard.
Yeah, you'd have to.
I did swear. I'm putting that in the swear jar. I'm sorry, guys. We have another comment saying, because it's Australian culture. I think that was just a discussion on what we were saying before. Gaggard also said ignored. Okay, very emotional, Gaggard. You guys had it. What do you mean had it? Like, been circumcised? Dude, I still have my... I still have it. I haven't had...
Yeah, no.
You know? If I could, I'd stretch it to an 8 skin. Okay?
No, if I'm being
That's
honest,
a joke.
I don't agree with the process of doing it on kids. I don't care for what religious reasons.
No, don't get circumcised, please. Don't do it.
I don't know the background in terms of if it's Old Testament, New Testament, but either way, I fucking disagree with that as a religious practice. I disagree with the mutilation of people's bodies.
Gaggard said, no, I mean circumcision is Australian culture. Most Aussies are.
Yeah, no, fair. Like, most Aussies are, but
I didn't know that. I didn't think most Aussies were.
Like, my old man is. But
yeah, same here.
But look, here's the science behind it. Here's just the straight science.
It's cleaner or whatever, but just clean it.
No, Well, I mean, that's not even science because it's just like, it just means like you've mutilated your body to a point where you don't have an area that, like, it's kind of like chopping off your arm, right? And being like, well, now your armpit's easier to clean. Like, of course it fucking is.
Of course it is, yeah.
Of course it fucking is.
It's a weird logical, like...
that doesn't make any sense. That's silly. What it's doing is reducing the sensory organs within you. It's reducing the amount of fucking sensory glands. Fucking bits that go back. It's reducing the pleasure amount. Now, you might be able to fuck longer. Cool. Here's my thing. Like, get better, cunt.
Dude, well, Gaggard said, okay, so guy in glasses, you Jax. Guy in glasses is Jax. Also, thank you for your comment, but yeah, guy in glasses, you regret it. You can regrow it. Dude, wasn't there a guy who tried to stretch it and Did you hear about that? Maybe someone was talking to me about that at work, and I just like walked away. I was like, I can't think of this in my brain. This hurts too much. Some guy like got circumcised, right? And then he like tried to stretch it back again. How do you do that?
Yeah, nah.
How do you... Jax isn't religious, by the way, so saying Jax you had it for religion. No, like, we still got our foreskins, right?
No, like, Duffy's is... So, you're a Christian.
I'm a Christian.
I am not. I don't know. I'm agnostic, if nothing else.
But I think you lean towards the ethics of Christianity, of what it has brought to society, correct?
Yeah,
but you don't believe that
to be fair,
Jesus was resurrected, and you don't.
It's not that I don't believe that; it's that I don't really like. I don't have some found innate like kind of like thing behind that. I wouldn't like. I understand that it's a certain way to live to be a Christian, and I am not that, and I'm not ready to be that. Nor do I fully believe that it's worthwhile or it is a thing or. I'm agnostic. Like I'm monotheistic agnostic. Like
I like that.
I believe there probably is one God to some certain thing, but I don't really follow the story of the Bible. I think I think there's too much proof to show that we've had literally other creatures for billions of years, and the Bible doesn't explain that. And like the only argument against that is like they're bones placed by the devil to like trick you, and it's like there's no other argument against that. So.
The closest thing I've got to Neanderthals is just thinking that they're the Nephilim.
Yeah, see, maybe, but then again, we also have these monolithic things that are made that we have no understanding as to how these things, like, fuck, we're going to look at a couple of these things to show you. There's an island that is full of giant stone sculpted heads just planted all around the like, you can't...
How do you do that?
You can't just move that as a normal, like, our-sized people.
And the pyramids are very hard. Like, people think aliens with the pyramids or, like, how'd they do all that stuff.
The pyramids
I believe we were smarter back then, dude. I think we've just fallen even worse. Like, we've just gotten worse. And we think we've gotten better because we have certain utilities and things that we rely on, like AI, but it makes us dumber. And that comes to every... Ow, I just smacked the wall, bro. It comes to, like, everything that we've created is to make our lives easier, but comfort is the silent killer.
It is.
It is, like, killing our intelligence. Gaggard said, Jax, you had it for religion. Oh, no, sorry, it's Trippy. You're on the left of the screen, but right in real life and taking away from each other. I'm right-leaning myself.
No, I'm talking this way to him.
Oh, right, do you mean that? Should we switch it? We can switch it.
Oh, wait. No, that's right, because you're leaning that way.
Let's switch it. No, you know what? Let's do it.
You're correct.
Let's do it. Ready?
You're correct. Ready?
Wait. Let's do this one quickly. I really appreciate this, Gaggard, because I didn't actually think of this. So
Thank you.
God bless you, man. That's better. Hi, Jax. I can talk to you now.
Motherfucker.
Hello. I was about to say that.
Dodge, bitch.
I can't say swear words because it will be so. Just to give you context, Gaggard. This is a swear jar, and I'm trying to, like, I grew up in a very, let's just say, butcheresque vocal family where we will say just a bunch of swear words every third.
Butcheresque.
But you know, as you swear like a butcher, right? So I'm saying butcheresque. I need to really stop that because I feel shame when I say that. Whatever, you could, judge me on
Just
how...
stop fucking swearing, cunt.
Dude. Yeah, I'm around you. You're like my influence. So this is going towards more of a left-leaning cause.
Yeah,
I'm right-leaning.
I'm gonna choose a way to donate this money. Once it reaches $100, I'm gonna decide where this money's gonna go, and I'm gonna purposefully send it to something that I know is gonna fucking grind his
my
gears.
Yeah.
Whatever he's gonna hate the most.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever's the most.
Like a Lutheran church or something.
Yeah.
Like where they talk about Satan.
Kamala Harris's skincare. Fucking something really like, you know, like
yeah.
abortion clinics.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. That's the worst. That's the worst. So we've got about, what have we got? Like, this is $6 in here. This is an accumulation of this episode and last episode.
Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there.
I really am trying not to swear, dude. I'm really trying not to swear.
He's doing his best.
I'll allow this one as well. Gaggard said, sorry to bring it up again, but foreskin is used in skincare products. It is! It is! I've heard that. Foreskin is used in skincare products. Did you know that? Yep. Oh, wow, you don't know
Can
that.
you send me that link?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I really, like, I want to fucking believe you, but that is a
No.
clay.
Dude, but what? All right. Just think about this, right? Think about this. Where do the doctors, other than giving it to you as a souvenir, if you're a kid, if you really want to, like, I'm sorry, a baby when it gets cut off, where do they store all those things? Who do they sell it to? Where's the? You know what I mean?
No, heaps of people keep it. They got a little diary of it. It's in a movie.
Yeah, like
that
a
I'm
little
thinking of.
souvenir or something.
Like,
right?
no,
You
they
go,
got
this
like a
is
little
my
piece of it that's like fucking all shriveled up, like they jerky, like they fucking teriyaki
right.
barbecue sauce.
But
jerky
like,
and
but like, it's like
stick it in
this.
a
It's
book.
like if you if a doctor like you know you're an organ donor, and like he's he's grabbing your liver and it's a good liver, you haven't drunk much, so it's like yeah, we'll donate that.
Oh yeah, no. That's
Like
not gonna
think
happen.
of all the parts. Think of all the parts. They're going to that foreskin, and then who's buying those? I don't know why we need foreskin in certain products. I don't know why, but there is. I kid you not. That he's saying there is I kid you not. It's a truth claim. It's a truth claim.
Skin products.
Yeah.
That's worrying because, like, I'll be honest.
And women put it on their face, and then you're like, ah.
Yeah, I work in very dusty and very confined spaces and sweat a lot and in dusty environments. I have horrible skin, and the old skincare products is probably the only thing that stops me from looking like Freddy Krueger.
I think Gaggard is still under the belief system that you have not got your foreskin. Because he just said, Jax, I've probably cleansed my face with yours.
No, I have a very luscious, lucrative, abundantly apparent, and glorious foreskin.
Okay. That's too much information. But
She's great.
she's great.
She's great.
You've called her a she.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, well, she protects the head.
But doesn't the man protect the head of the family?
Yeah, only when someone.
But we're in a feminist society, so it is
only when he needs to come out. So she keeps him comforted. She keeps him comforted in the cold, keeps him warm, and then when shit needs to happen, like she steps aside.
So like, is this like maybe we should like influence our female viewers, like be more like a foreskin.
Be more like a foreskin, exactly. Just be
and
warm and comforting and protecting until shit hits the fan, and then you just fucking step aside and let the man do his thing.
Yeah.
That's just, yeah.
Yeah.
When the blood starts flowing, you better not be a showing.
Yeah. Quote. Davey said that seems unethical with the foreskin. And then Davey said also women put all sorts of things on their face. Of course.
Yeah.
And then Gaggard said opinion on Pauline.
Pauline Hanson. Oh, look, I'll be honest.
I do. I prefer her methods.
Yeah, look, I don't... Look, politicians are actors, so it's very hard for me to make, like,
That's
a
fair.
personal opinion on somebody until I meet them, because they're playing a certain act, like... But I believe in her policies. I think she's
too.
an old-school Aussie.
I like old
that-
school.
I think she's an old school Aussie that has grown up and seen the change in how things have worked in the country and is legitimately just against it because of her family values. And I align with a lot of those values. I think that we should be increasing the population of our country, not just immigrating shitloads of fucking people. I don't believe in that. I don't think a multicultural country is a thing, because you need to have a culture, and if people don't want to move and integrate within the culture, then that just creates little societies, which is what we have. We have in Sydney. We have like literally Chinatown in Sydney. We have in the middle of Australia all these small areas of Muslim communities that just stick by themselves. It doesn't actually work the way that people planned it to work.
Yeah.
And now that we see that, we need to just think that the culture that we have in Australia is a bit of a melding pot of a lot of different cultures. It's part of Aussie culture to love a fucking Vietnamese banh mi.
It is. Like, well, we love a Vietnamese banh mi. Like, shout out to the banh mi's, man.
Yeah, that's a whole thing, and that's fine. We can still have that culture.
Yeah, absolutely. We can celebrate that
without it changing the foundation of the laws and social kind of outlays that how we communicate and interact with each other. That shouldn't change massively because we bring in a population of people that's bigger than the number of original populators. Look, like, it's as simple as China is, I think there's somewhat to the degree, like, nearly 100 times more populated per square kilometre than our country is.
Yeah.
Like, do you realise how many people that, of course there's going to be a bunch of people move here, but the problem is that we don't make them speak English. We don't make them do things to integrate them into our culture. And if we did this, it'd be much better. Again, like, you maybe weren't here for this. I think I'm almost for all biases except for racism. I think picking someone apart because of their race is the worst thing you can do. I don't want less people in the country because I hate other races. I want less people in the country because it's rising up the fucking housing cost, the rental cost, the cost of living in every sector.
We don't have enough infrastructure, guys. Like, we don't. And to house all what we have, we don't have that. And we need to be able to have that first before we ever think about going, let's make it very open based on this. And I would still say...
And the problem is that we have a bunch of people voting for politicians and saying, well, that's not our concern, rah-rah, but they're also struggling with the cost of living. But they won't look for a second at what the politicians they're voting for themselves are being paid. You should, before you vote for anyone, you should consider what they're being paid, what they have investments in.
Absolutely.
And where they were building money before they were getting money from their political party. And if you don't do that first, I think you're a fucking idiot. Just straight, like, you can say I've fucked up and I voted and haven't done that, and that's okay. But if you be like, no, I'm smart, I'm right, I know who I'm voting for, and you don't fucking
do some research.
Just that bit. Just look at how they get their money, how much they're being paid, how many properties they own, where they own property. Look at the actual bias behind what they do, because people have an agenda. Just because you think that it's moral and just to just let as many people in out of their country because it's a better life here.
Would you let those people
decreasing the quality of life of the people here to do that? And what I say to you is, if you care more about people that you've never met, that haven't done anything for you, when I am a decent member of my community,
we pay taxes, you know.
I'm liked, I'm loyal very good to, at and loyal service. By, and fucking well loved by generally everyone I come across in my community. And if you would rather give that spot and give the happiness and freedom of life to somebody fucking else that's just coming here that doesn't want to learn the language we speak,
especially with the belief system,
culture,
especially
then fuck you.
And especially with the belief system where you have certain, you know, people who live by this book that say anyone who disbelieves is an infidel and you should destroy them, and you want to let those people in your country because you're trying to be a special snowflake and love everybody, you are wrong, because these people at any point in time, en masse, will inflict their belief system and make sure that these belief systems are occurring through because of what their word of God belief is. And yeah, I could say that that's contradictory of me as a Bible-loving Christian, but at the end of the day, I am taught, even if you were to treat me wrong, is to turn the other cheek.
Yeah.
I'm not taught to say, hey, I'm just going to destroy you because of your different belief system. I'm taught to listen to you. And so... because we are built
about alliances.
Exactly right.
We don't think about alliances so much.
We're built on a Christian. We are built on Christian ethics.
Yeah. So you ask then, if Christians went to war with Australia, you would side with the Christians. But how likely is Christians going to war with Australia?
No, they would happily.
Not very likely, right?
They would. We're not going to be. It's not going to be like Crusades.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
So you ask yourself, what if China went to war with Australia? Would the Chinese people here actually fight for Australia, or would they fight for their own country? Would the Muslim people here, if we went to war with the Muslim estate,
stop living by the book and fight for Australia?
No, they would. And you just got to look at alliances. And if you think that's a silly way of living, all right, then invite them into your fucking house.
Yeah, no, you should. If you don't have
the same trust in somebody to come into your house
then
and do the
why
right
let
thing,
them in your country?
Exactly.
Why? It's so stupid. No, I agree. Gaggard said, did you lads go to the rally on the October 13th? We didn't.
No, that was Melbourne. We're in Sydney.
We're in Sydney Basin, but we will be. We literally, look, we've already got some equipment. Look,
We'll be out.
We'll be out.
This
is one of our mics we've got. We've got some wireless systems that we did just get.
Just to get you keen, we have a
We'll
little thing here. Look,
we'll be out and about, and we'll be streaming. So
unlike a lot of other people too, I'm gonna just be straight up about this. I don't intend on getting into any violent actions or anything. You know, obviously I don't want anyone to get hurt, but
word is my sword.
Unlike a lot of people, I can fucking blue. Now, if somebody touches either of us, I will be doing everything law-bound, completely lawfully, but if you fucking come at me aggressively at any of these rallies, anybody, I can't tell you how quickly it's going to fucking turn on you. I cannot possibly make it apparent to you. I can't draw a picture. I can't put it into words. I can't get a fucking AI with enough description to be able to make it clear to you how quickly your whole fucking world is going to turn upside down. You are messing with one person that is just hoping and begging for the fucking chance to just display to you how wrong it is for you to just enact upon your fucking violent tendencies in the midst of a conversation.
Discourse, yeah.
Like, if you can't just hold words and have a debate and a conversation...
And go to emotional insults and want to start fights.
But look, if emotional insults are one thing and that's for like, that's not a useful conversation. I'll just move on. If someone wants to turn to saying shit, I'll just walk away, that's fine. But I promise you, I will be there to teach people the lesson of do not fucking put your hands on other people.
Absolutely. And look, I luckily for me, my words are my sword. But if things go south, I have a Jax. I have a Jax. This man will kickbox you till the time you are defeated.
Oh look, you'll just be held captive until the cops come. But you'll just literally be held captive until the cops come. You'll be citizens arrested. But I promise you, you will not be having a fun time during that process. And unlike again a lot of people on top of the ability to do this, I'm very well versed in what's legal, and I'm also not there to hurt people.
No, you're there to protect people.
But I am damn well there to be a demonstration of this is why we need to be able to conversate, because you are not always going to be able to get away with tipping a bottle of water on someone and running away or smacking someone's camera or something. I am fucking fast, I am quick, and I am strong.
I can't doubt that. And I'm not saying that from like bias. Like
you're just gonna get stopped if you have that type of behavior, and you're gonna be put on display for it. You're just gonna be put on complete and utter display for it. That needs to be shown that we need to go back to having a point of where we can have conversations. And if you're not intelligent enough to have the conversation,
and you just want to go,
if you're
to
just too
fight,
fucking slow, and you're just then shut the fuck up. That's just what we need to have. We need to have a lot more. We used to have. It's been said by people before. Colleges used to be the best and the brightest. I'm not a college. Like I'm a high school dropout. Not even a finished high school, but I have got a couple of businesses, and I'm not the dumbest person in the world. I'm no genius, but I think what we have now is a bunch of people that think they're fucking smart because they're in where we have the best and the
everyone's
brightest.
getting away with
the best
everything.
and the brightest anymore. So we have a bunch of fucking idiots spouting off nonsense where they can't even have a cohesive conversation with someone and understand that their logic from the beginning is just nonsensical. Their whole belief system is just founded in this circular, nonsensical fucking logic. So there's no point even debating.
Gaggard said, lads, fit check. Hey, look at these suspenders. Look at these suspenders. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Wow, look at those skinny bloody legs.
I won't be going to prison because I won't be doing anything illegal. That definitely won't be happening.
Fit check. We're on the suspenders gang stuff right now. This is our very iconic sort of
I conned him
sort
into
of
this.
show.
This has been a thing that I've run.
No, I haven't.
I've conned him in.
Last episode.
Than belts.
Last episode is the first time. Last episode was the first time I wore suspenders. And I really like them. I look like a lumberjack, but sort of like the incel type. I shouldn't say that. I'm definitely not an incel. But don't worry. I'll be the voice for
You're
incels.
a dirty sinner whore.
Yeah, apparently. I need a swear jar for all this, man.
Tops.
But yeah.
Oh,
Everybody loves kung fu fighting. Fast as lightning. Right? Such a banger.
So good.
Gaggard also said, but what if you go to prison, Jax?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy, right? I will happily. So this is what's happening in Australia, and I think this is a New South Wales law. If I pray the gay away, jail time.
Yeah, you
jail
can't
time.
do that anymore.
So even I've had a friend, right? Mary had a little lamb, I had a friend that, and you know I'm talking about, who was gay, right? And then he wanted to go to Christianity. Now, if he asked me, hey, can you pray for me? I know this is a sin, and I know you love me. Can you pray for me? Still legal. Even with consent, still legal. Now, tell me, why is praying illegal if from the secular mind it doesn't work? Why would it be illegal? If it doesn't work, why is it illegal? Is it the action? Is it the belief action? Why is it illegal? Why? I'm not trying to pray any gays away. Like, that's not in prayer. I really
as devil's advocate, here's why. And again, I don't have an opinion on this, but here's the devil's advocate debate for it. Because
devil's advocate.
Because what it does.
Devil's advocate.
What it does in just existing as a practice at all, just as a practice that people can do, is it tells gay people that being gay innately makes you not Christian. You cannot be Christian while being gay. And I would say what the country is trying to do is push people towards Christianity without making them do this drastic turn in life, because Christian values are better for the country and for the community.
I think so too.
Than alternative values. So what they're trying to do is not disclude gay people from this type of community and practice. And I would say it's a good tactic. Now, it's not a great thing for free speech, and I'm for free speech, so I'm not for it.
I would love a free speech country here too.
But I think it's a fucking great tactic towards getting the country back towards having good values.
What, to not pray the gay away?
Yeah. I think, honestly, having that not be a thing that people ever think is like, if that didn't exist, right? if in 15 years it's been illegal for 15 years, okay, and then you're a 21-year-old, you've never heard of Pray the Gay Away because it's just been illegal. It's just like nobody's done it. You wouldn't even touch it. You don't even know about it. You're openly okay to being a Christian when they say, look, it's not right to, like, they say it's wrong, but you're still welcome, like, into the church and everything like that. There's not this other barrier stopping them, which is that people pray the gay away. They don't want people praying, oh, please let him not be gay anymore. They want people to pray, like, you know, for better fortune for them, for their, like, loved ones to not be sick, for things to go well, blah, blah. They don't want that to be the main focus of them going to church all the time. So what that's going to do is create gay people be better citizens for the community and the country because they're going to have more Christian values, going to be more involved with churches and things like that. They're going to be less likely to commit crime because they're going to be, you know, going by more Christian values.
I have to disagree.
It's just
if Christians are so lukewarm on people who are gay, would you watch a gay person have sex?
No.
Then why? But we watch straight people have sex, right? If you're straight. What? Why? Look. Why?
No.
Why at the end of the?
No, I wouldn't. No, like.
You do. Look, you watch some shit get.
So here's a thing. Here's a thing too. Here's a thing. A good argument for that. I wouldn't watch somebody be chased through a fucking haunted mansion by a fucking serial killer in person, but I'd watch it on a film.
Yeah, right. Yeah. But you know it's fake.
To be fair, porn is an acted industry.
Yeah, but you can't fake being, I can't, if I was like, I'm gay, Jax, I'm gonna fuck you. Shoot. So if I was to say that, right, like, you can't act that. You can't act that.
Yeah, but I'm not saying that's
so
acting.
gay.
What I'm saying is the porn that people watch on their phone is an acted scene.
But if we start enabling gay Christians to keep being gay in the Christian area, guess what? We're going to have more LGBTQ churches, and they're going to be more focused on pride more than.
Oh look, I'm not a Christian, so I can't say. But what I will say is, if that's your goal, is to have less gay people, I would say you have a better chance.
We're getting everyone's too gay.
What I would say,
we're the gayest generation.
But what I would say is you'd have a better chance of getting them in the church.
I don't hate gays. I love gay people. I just don't like the sin. Yeah, that's it.
But you've got a better chance of changing them while they're in the church because nobody's going to make that flip to be able to come to the church. People will make that flip in the church.
But you can never pray on it. How? You won't even ever get to the end goal.
You don't. It's
illegal.
You don't pray on it.
You have to.
You don't. But that's what I'm saying.
As a Christian, you have to.
But that's something that they do.
But if you're gay and you want to be in the church, you have to know it's a sin. Otherwise, why are you going to the church?
It's not illegal to pray your own gay away. So they can pray their own gay away.
Yeah.
You just don't have involvement in that. But what I'm saying
is, how is conversion therapy
like
ever going to be effective? Because it is very effective.
Well, then you don't use it. What I'm saying, if it is, like, what I'm saying is, I think the tactic they're using is they're trying to cut off a barricade that stops gay people from getting involved in Christianity, which for the people that...
I invite any gay person to Christianity, by the way. Any gay person.
I think it just stops that barrier. It just means, like, they're going to be like, okay, I'm going to be welcomed here. And one thing that I won't get...
But continuing in the sin and enabling that just completely eradicates God's word.
Okay. But here's an example, right? So here's an example of how I can see the point behind it. I have a bit of an ego, but I feel like pride is a good thing. Now, I know that pride is one of the 7 deadly sins. So this I battle with this, but the people that lack pride, like worthful pride, not like, ridiculous fucking nonsensical pride, but worthwhile pride. The people that lack pride are the people that are lesser in life the most of the time. The people that achieve great things and have pride in themselves for doing those things.
So Charlie Kirk
are typically better people.
So Charlie Kirk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would really struggle to say that he was, it wasn't ever pride that helped him. I feel like pride is a very useful tool in keeping you, like, giving you that motivation to keep going the way you are going, giving you a sort of, call it a congratulations or a reward for achieving something good.
Oh,
pride?
You can be proud. You can be proud.
But that is pride.
It is pride, right? You can be proud, but the problem lies is that if you start, like, if it's really the forefront of your personality, like I'm...
See, that's a hard thing for me, because for me, honestly, like, legitimately, at the forefront of my personality, like, Jax, Jax, justice, ambition, example. That's how I work it out. I'm all for what's right. I want to fucking achieve everything. I want everything. I'm greedy like that. I do. I want every award. I want to get it all. And I want to set a good example for people after me. I want to be an example for someone that isn't negative on the world.
But you can be an example, but not a prideful example.
But see, it's the pride that's honestly been the thing that's also got me to some state. It's good. It's not Jax, being proud of my achievements haven't helped me.
I'm going to be honest with you, right? This is a very honest thing. When I hear you're prideful, I want to turn my head away. I don't like it. I don't like it.
I get ya.
And it's not like, I love you, Jax.
Yeah,
I love you to death.
But you can understand how that, like...
But when I hear someone go, like, I have some people come into my store and they go, oh, yeah, I play this and I play that and I did this gig, and I just go, I don't care. No one wants to hear it. Yeah. No one wants to hear it.
Oh, see, I don't think, like,
because everyone's favorite word is their name.
Yeah. So I don't think spouting about it is pride. I think that, call it a different word, but I don't think that's pride. I don't think, like, maybe that's what they're talking about, is going on and on about yourself as pride. But I'm talking about being proud.
Yeah, you can be proud.
I'm talking about being proud, and that to me is pride. Like, that's maybe am I conflating the words? But I see being proud of yourself is the act of pride.
Well, where I am switched to it is that instead of me being proud of myself, I praise God that I have 2 arms, 2 legs, I can breathe, I have a brain.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm grateful for. It's not pride, it's what you're grateful for. And when you are grateful, you have grace. And when you are grateful, everything is a lot different. When you have people going, oh, words of affirmation in the morning and all this stuff.
But I think you can be grateful and prideful at the same time.
No, because you're grateful for what you were given as the gifts and not for what you gave yourself.
But can I not be grateful for the gifts I was given and then also proud of myself for the extent that I took upon that? Like,
yeah, you can.
So if that exists in the same plane,
the source of that is you're grateful that you have 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, a brain, lungs, liver, all these things. If you wake up and you, instead of going, I'm proud of what I do, instead of you going that, I go, I'm grateful of what I have. Okay. Guess how you're going to navigate the world.
So what you're saying is
very differently.
You're separating and you're making a difference between, say,
prideful and gratefulness.
So the example of the opposite of what you're saying would be, I'm the best thing in the world because I have 2 arms, 2 legs.
No. That's prideful.
That's what I'm saying. So hear me out. Hear me out. What I'm saying is, you're saying being grateful for all the things that you weren't given is good, and being proud of the things you've done is good. But so then the opposite, the counter to that, which then should be the sin of pride, would be to be proud of yourself for things that you didn't actually accomplish. Things that you should be grateful for, but you're instead proud of. Would that be a great... I feel like that's the best descriptor of it then. Instead of being grateful for certain things, you are proud of yourself and you hold yourself in high regard when they are instead things you should be grateful for.
Pride isn't the... This is the thing, is that pride... in my defense, pride isn't the foundation. Right, the foundation is you're grateful that your dad taught you the values you know to be where you are and equipped to where you are today.
Yeah, and I'm grateful for
so
that,
that's
but I'm
gratefulness.
Also proud of other things. But can
like that you've made these certain choices, but those choices wouldn't have been made if you weren't shown those because you're grateful of what you were shown.
But see, that's how I see then is what is said in you can't have the sin of pride in Christianity. How I see that then is what it's telling us is that you should never ever feel proud of anything because you should always think it's only by the grace of God or the act of God that it's happened. But
yes,
I don't see the
what's
best
the beneficial
people I've
thing?
seen in life, the most accomplished and most productive and best for humanity's sake and best upon me and other people I love people, definitely didn't do it because they went, I'm just so grateful this being made me do this or gave me the ability. It was always like, because it made me feel good.
Yeah, but you wouldn't have been able to make the decisions you can today without your father and mother.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's say, look, your father was the big caveat to it all. Pride isn't the foundational thing. It is gratefulness. It's grateful that you're here in the position, in the geological location you are, and that's the foundation. You could say pride this, pride that, but it's still the foundation is the gratefulness.
Yeah.
And so it's like this. If I was to say to you, Jax, hey, you should be happy that I've done this for you. Pride. You're not going to feel anything. Okay. If I say to you, Jax, I'm so happy, Jax, that you have, you came up with the ideas for the cameras, you came up with the ideas with these wireless systems, now you feel grace. But if I'm trying to take from you to say, hey, you should be happy for this and that because of me, you're not going to want to listen to me. Yeah. You're going to want to, if I say to you, I'm very grateful that Jax, you have led me to this point. Now you're going to feel grace, and that's the foundation. That's the difference.
Okay. So what I'm saying then is that you don't see pride, the word, the same way that I've been looking at it. So
the Holy Spirit has changed my heart.
So let me give you an example of how I'm defining pride. I'm defining pride as saying, like, pointing out I'm the strong. Look. I think saying to someone, I'm this and that and I'm good, blah, blah, going on and on, I consider that gloating, not pride, right?
It's still prideful.
But so just like...
I've listened to you. Sorry, my bad.
So that's what I consider as gloating, not pride. Now, there's you need to be, have pride in those things to be able to gloat. But that does not mean that it is pride. It is the act of gloating. What I consider to be pride is so for example, I would say like I said before, I'm excellent in hand-to-hand combat. I'm very grateful that I was born in a body that could do that. And I'm very grateful that I was given the ability to be able to learn the things that I know and be in the position that I am to have those things. I'm very grateful for that.
Yeah.
But I'm also proud of myself that instead of letting that go, I took upon that and I learned a shitload and I took it very seriously and I got
there was
very
still
far
the will of your free will and your decisions,
exactly.
Right?
So I'm proud of that on top of the gratefulness I have.
But who gave you that
I was put in?
Who gave you that free will? It's the foundation that always comes.
See,
built
but
from
if I'm not Christian, for me, then
pride
it's just
is the walls. Pride is the walls.
Yeah.
Right. Grace and gratefulness is the floor and the foundation. And that's where I'm coming from.
But see, that the problem with that is then...
I could have made...
If I live by that, so if I turn around now and I were to say, for example, okay, I'm a Christian, I'm no longer proud of myself for doing that, I'm actually just completely grateful for the position I was in, and I'm grateful for God for...
You can be grateful of the choices that you made.
But if there's no pride involved, then it's only that. Then that doesn't make me any better than anybody else. And
you don't need to be better than anybody else, dude.
I have an issue with that because I don't see myself on the same plane as a fucking pedophile or some chick that sucks 100 dicks. I'm never going to be able to...
That's an evil person.
See, but I need to have a separation from that actually, you can just say that, but I need to have something that follows logic that separates me from that person. So for me, that's pride.
But will people be fond of you if you keep spitting that pride, Jax?
Well, see, if I don't gloat, then it doesn't make a difference. See, if the pride simply is the motivation and the joy that I get out of doing the right thing, not the wrong thing, and I'm proud of myself for that, and then I continue to be proud of myself for accomplishments that I get, why would anybody ever have a problem with that? If I gloat 100%, but why would anybody ever have a problem with a pride? Like, the leader of the fucking lion thing is the pride. Like, it's like... Arthurian legend. Arthurian legend comes down from fucking having pride in your fucking country and everything. Like, that's literally, that's what founds a lot of good things we have today, is having a sense of pride. Now, I feel like we need to separate that from gloating. Now, you might be putting gloating and pride in the same context, but what I'm saying is, if you separate that, if you stop thinking about like pride as saying how good am I, and think of pride as just the recognition that you've made the right choice, and
how do you know you've made the right choice, Jax? What is good and evil?
I guess it has good outcomes.
What is good and evil, though? And we can go back to the Andrew Wilson debate.
I mean, look, again...
What is good and evil?
I agree with you. I know, it comes back down to the same
thing. So you have to
you
be grateful of even discerning good from evil. And at the end of the day, it doesn't come to you.
Yeah,
it comes to what you have gifted from the people who have given you those influences of what that is.
Yeah.
It's not from you alone. Yes, you have made those decisions. No one, like you could say gloatful is very close to prideful, or if there's that separation or whatever. But at the end of the day, you have to, the better way, if I was to say, how good am I? I've done this and I've made those good decisions, and that could be prideful, that could be gloatful. But at the end of the day, if I was to say I'm so grateful of the position I'm in, maybe grateful of the choices I've made, but grateful because I've discerned the good and evil.
Yeah.
That is, you owe it more to gratefulness, and you will receive the glory that comes from gratefulness.
See, but
and
I
that glory...
just see then, I don't, who am I, like, if I'm not a Christian, who am I being grateful to? And what you're saying is then you give the gratefulness to God.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is,
God.
What I'm saying is that's... I don't think... if you don't think I'm a bad person, and I'm not a bad person, and other people that I'm around don't think I'm a bad person...
I think we're all sinners. I'm not going to say...
I know.
To me, though, I think you are more good than bad.
Yeah, so in that case then, if I'm more positive than negative, like, impact on the world, then I don't think that having... I don't think that having the recognition that I've made the right choice, and the celebration in myself for doing the right thing, and having a more profound kind of liking for myself and my own choices, and the natural personality that I have and thoughts that I have and way that I am, like, I don't think that that's an awful thing, is having more trust in myself and then having that motivation to move on and do better things, because I still feel shame when I do the wrong thing. Absolutely, like, I don't see pride as any different to shame. I just see it as like, I see it as the recognition that you've either fucked up or you've done well, and to be like, good on you, mate, you've done good. Or,
but didn't we walk away from a friend who was very prideful?
Yeah.
And you saw the repercussions of where pride can lead you.
But it wasn't just pride.
And that was before a fall.
But it wasn't just pride, and the problem is that I didn't agree with what they were proud of.
But,
so I don't... But everyone's not the problem to me.
But Jax, everyone's not going to agree with what you're proud of.
Yeah, I understand that.
On a more en masse, people will agree. And it doesn't matter what people think. I think that it matters what God and your loved ones think.
I think en masse will mostly agree with what I think is good to be proud of.
But that's... There's still going to be people that won't like that pride.
Yeah, but there's people that want to dress up like dogs. I don't give a fuck about that.
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, the gratefulness is what is the foundation of which then pride comes to afterwards. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my mother and father.
Yeah.
Right? And yeah, I've made these wrong and right decisions throughout my life, but that was due to influence.
And that's no credit to you?
It's no credit. No, I've made these decisions, but it's only credit to, like, I can say, yeah, like, I have the free will, and yeah, I've had these ways to maneuver through things, but even when I've made those good decisions, I don't want people to bask in the pride in which I'm like, look at me, I've made these good decisions.
Yeah, but you don't have to say, look at me, I've made this. That's what I'm saying. You keep going back to this, and that's it comes back wrapped around to be the defining point of your argument each time. Is it comes back to this, look at me, blah, blah, but you don't have to do that.
But God's watching, man. And that's the difference between you and me.
But that doesn't matter anything of what I just said. What I'm saying is you don't have to do that. You don't have to say, look at me, look at me. You can just feel accomplished in yourself and not say it out loud.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why does that... So is that not pride?
No, but you can feel accomplished.
Well, then there's no problem.
You can feel accomplished.
But what I'm saying is you're not defining pride properly then, because in English... being proud is then the act of pride, but you're discerning a biblical meaning behind pride, which is connected to gloating, because you keep going back to referencing gloating. You keep saying, look at me, or saying something, that's gloating. That isn't, in biblical terms, that's pride, but in modern day English, that is gloating. That's what the word for that is. That isn't
But there's
pride.
a very thin line, Jax.
There is. No, I get that. I get that.
And
but if you don't gloat, then is it still pride?
If you don't gloat, is it still pride? Yeah, I think it's a form of pride. I still think, even if you don't gloat,
if you don't gloat and you don't push down people, that doesn't...
Yeah, okay, I don't know.
If your pride doesn't affect how you treat other people, or at least it doesn't make you treat them more negatively, is it still pride?
You're still giving yourself the reward system, and that's fine. I think you should be grateful just of those decisions that you've made.
So let's say you're still grateful.
You can be grateful of the decisions you made.
Let's say you are grateful, but you still are proud of the decisions you've made and the accomplishments you have.
Look,
and you don't gloat about it.
Yeah, you could look. I think being proud is fine in silence. That's fine.
Okay, yeah.
Proud in silence is fine.
Yeah.
But I still believe that if you start to be, this is a thing, is that it's like this. It's like if I started to say that if at any by means necessary that, okay, like, look at me, I've done these accomplishments, blah, blah, I've made these, I've put this way here, I've done this. At the end of the day, it gets you to a point that it tells you that it's like this. Whenever you feel like you know everything, you know nothing. And that's the same with pride. Yes, you can feel those moments of proudness, but as soon as you vocalize that and say, look at me, and that is gloating, I could agree with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think you can feel proud, yes, but once you start enacting those decisions, then the fall happens.
Right.
And I'm sure that's the middle ground where we can agree.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting at.
That's where we can dead set agree.
That's the dead set.
That's the dead set.
That's the dead set.
That's the dead set.
We might just finish it off there then, considering that's a fucking really good fucking thing. I know we didn't get to much of the
Hey, did you see that, guys?
much of the
Did
video,
you see?
but
Can you just see that for a second, right?
Perfect.
Me and Jax, Christian, non-Christian, even though we have our respects for our belief systems, we had this little discourse. No one put fists up. No one.
We got to the bottom of it.
We got to the bottom of it.
A point we could agree on, and we
Well, we
found
could
out
agree
where
on-
we have this slight
But that's cool, right?
and we can still move on, and
And
now
we
we
can still move on.
understand how each other think about that.
Look at that. We don't hate each other. Oops. Like this is,
Crazy,
like,
right?
Davey said
Crazy.
couples therapy. Let's
Crazy.
just quickly read some comments before we go.
Yeah, let's do that.
Also, shout out to you, Gaggard. You've been tuning in for quite some time, and I really appreciate that. Our opinion on trans people in bathrooms is an abomination, and you should stop it.
Yeah, get
That's
fucked.
it.
Yeah, get fucked about that.
Yeah,
Done.
fine quicksand.
At the light.
Oh wow, the government's using religion to change the masses' perspective. I'm sure that's
Buzz
never been done
Lightyear is
before.
gay. I'm sorry, I disagree. Buzz Lightyear is a sick cunt. Get fucked.
I like Buzz Lightyear, man. I like Buzz Lightyear.
I don't know a bit of Buzz.
Gotta watch the language. The lesbians for trans kids are looking at you, licking their lips. Dude, I identify as a lesbian. I like females. Like the other deadly sins, you do the sin, but moderation is key.
I guess. I mean, we found out we don't really define it the same way to a degree.
Our definitions are a bit
biblical definition for like pride, and there's kind of a modern day English definition of pride. So the good thing is I found that turns out I'm not very prideful.
I don't think you are. No, I don't think you are that.
I mean, when I gloat, I am, but when I don't gloat, I'm not.
I don't think you are. No,
because in every other moment, I'm experiencing.
I still think you're very grateful that your dad helped you push towards fighting,
grateful.
right? So and that's cool. And then it makes you feel good because then you're looking at your dad going, "Thank you."
I'm grateful for everything.
That's awesome,
There's
right?
a sense of pride that comes with it. That's
tingling feeling. It's awesome. Davey said couples therapy, like you said before, yeah. And then should you lust your wife? Yes, you should. If it's your wife, right? You shouldn't lust before you love. You shouldn't look in the eyes of lust before you love. Yeah, you could say, yeah, she's a hot biddy, but then you're going to be deceived because you're not looking at the values anymore. You're looking at the appearance. So 100% that I think love should be the forefront, but you can also lust who you love. You know, I think that's
it makes sense. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
And then Davey said that a small amount of pride is fine. I think silent pride is like what's the word? Like accomplishments in silence is the most manly way to do things.
I think it's what you should aim for. I think you should aim for a reason to be proud of yourself. That's the best way to get
and look, I will say, like, I'm grateful for the choices that I've had and the things that I've shown. I'm proud that I don't party and do these things anymore, but I'm grateful for the knowledge that gave me that to help me away from that.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm just very grateful that that happened at a time that it happened, and I'm here today being able to discuss those things. So, like, I can be proud, but I at the end of the day, I think I owe that glory. I mean, I'm a Christian. I owe that glory to God, man. I'm very, very grateful that the gift that He's given us is beautiful. So,
fair.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that wraps us up. This has been the Deadset Show.
This has been
episode 13. Thank you for tuning in again. Shout out to Copacabana Sellers.
Yes,
Drink
absolutely.
responsibly.
Jesus did, you bastard.
And,
that's another coin.
Yeah, another one of them. And we'll see you again on Sunday. We stream every Sunday afternoon and every Thursday night around 7:30.
Absolutely.
Episodes are uploaded, within a couple of days of streaming. We have some merch coming out soon too, so make sure you subscribe. You'll see the notifications for that.
Yeah.
Give us a like, follow, all the rest of it, because if you don't, it's just going to be like Davey all the time. And,
we love you, Davey. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you for our new commenter as well. We really appreciate you. Hopefully you can tune in a bit more frequently too.
Yep.
God bless you, man. And
that's about it. That's about it. We'll see you next time, mate.
Take care, Garnier, guys.
Mwah.
Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah.